Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this series we're going to be going over Uranus in the houses. And in this episode we're going to be talking about the 11th house. So having Uranus in your 11th house. Okay? And before we get into that, I just want to remind you guys to check out my music. If you enjoyed the music that was played in the beginning of this video, that is my new single, Can't Take the Throne. Definitely check it out here on YouTube. All you have to do is type in my name and it'll pop out. You can also listen to it on Spotify, Apple, and TikTok. So definitely check it out. I'd really appreciate it. So going back into Uranus in the 11th house, and something that's interesting about this placement is that Uranus is at home here because the 11th house is ruled by Aquarius, and Uranus rules Aquarius. All right, so people with this placement are really going to have all the attributes of Uranus with no interruptions. So with that being said, the first thing I can say about Uranus in the 11th house people is that these people naturally have a unique rebellious mindset. Okay, their mentality is to be different, is to be unique, is to go against the grain, is to not really do things or think of things in the standard way. Okay, so they naturally have a rebellious mindset. They represent Uranus energy. So they're going to want to march to the beat of their own drum, okay? They're not going to really like all the standard things in life or the standard ideas about life and what you're expected to do. They're going to want to shake things up because it's their mindset, okay? They have a very rebellious mindset. They want to be unique. They want to be different. So they're always thinking about new ideas or new ways of doing stuff and not doing what everyone's doing. This is their mentality, and this has to do with everything because, like I said, this is a mindset. So this is just your thoughts, your ideas, and how you perceive the world. And they perceive the world as, you know, let me be different. Let me do something different. I don't want to do what everyone's doing. I don't want to think what everyone's thinking. I want to have my own ideas. I want to create my own ideas. And that leads me to the second point is that besides just being rebellious naturally and wanting to be unique and different and doing things your own way, these people are very innovative, okay? Very innovative mind, because when you're constantly rebelling and creating new ideas and doing things your own unique way, you're creating new ways, new ideas. So they're very innovative people, very much Uranus in the 11th house. These people are very smart, inventive, innovative. They create new ideas, new trends, very futuristic, very innovative, okay? And this is going to be a natural aspect to people with Uranus in the 11th house because, like I said, Uranus is at home here. So you're pretty much having all the traits of Uranus naturally, and being innovative is definitely one. Very innovative and very smart, okay? With Uranus dealing with our higher minds, you know, our genius mind, these people also retain information very quickly, okay? They get like what people like to say, like downloads really quickly. Very quick, fast thinkers and innovative as well too. They're going to be very inventive, and it could cause controversy or it could just be genius, but regardless of it, Uranus in the 11th house, your mentality is to be unique, is to be different, and because of that, you're innovative, and you know, you create new ideas. You're a genius, you know, you're very inventive. Also, with Uranus in the 11th house, you know, these people are natural networkers. Okay, Uranus in the 11th house dealing with our networks and friends. Uranus, of course, dealing with our network and friends. These people naturally can have lots of associates, lots of friends, okay? Natural networkers, get around a lot, know lots of people. This is a networking placement, and people like this can have lots of friends or just lots of social options and associates and people that they meet and know. Okay, so this is a very good placement for a social life in general. Uranus 11th house here, I could have any problems making friends. This is a placement for that, okay? Lots of associates, lots of people you know. Very natural networkers in that sense. Also with Uranus in the 11th house, Uranus in the 11th house people, they're like what I like to say are natural humanitarians. And this is because 11th house being the house of society at large, and so is Uranus. Uranus 11th house people are very socially conscious. So they're very aware of society, large groups, okay, different cliques, and how we group ourselves in society, who fits in with what, who fits in where. Different societies, okay, whether it be race, whether it be culture, whether it be age, whether it be generation, they're very socially conscious. They understand, they're very aware of society and how it groups itself and how they categorize themselves in different groups, okay? So this makes for a person who's very socially conscious, okay, social justice warrior energy, but also someone who, because they're very socially conscious, this leads to people who could be, great humanitarians, people who like to speak justice for social issues. So anything dealing, subjects and topics such as racism, ageism, sexism, okay, whatever it be, dealing with society and how our different groups interact with each other. These people are going to be very well aware. And it could be for good or bad, okay? This could be great energy for, like I said, humanitarian work, okay? Working for people, for different groups and movements for different groups, okay? Finding justice for different groups, or just sharing knowledge and awareness about different issues with society and how our groups are getting along, whether it be different countries and our different social issues within our countries and within our worlds. These people are very conscious of this, and it makes them great social workers, people working with society, or just people who want to stand up for different social movements, okay? Social movements, being a humanitarian, all of these things are very close tied with Uranus in 11th house people. Also, with Uranus in 11th house, this can manifest someone who's popular on the internet, okay? This could manifest someone with lots of social media followers, okay? The 11th house rules the internet, and so does Uranus. So you're at home here. So not only is this a great placement for having lots of friends and associates and networking and getting around, but this equates to the internet, okay, and social media, okay? This is our main way of interacting with society at large, okay? So great placement to start social media, because I'm telling you, Uranus 11th house people, you can definitely gain a high following really quickly, all right? You're really blessed in this area. So definitely use social media to your advantage. There's so much that the internet is connected to with today. A lot of people have jobs using the internet. A lot of people start their businesses using the internet. A lot of people promote their work on the internet. So the internet is such a great place to make business and make work happen. This is our new life. They say that we're in the Aquarius age, so obviously Uranus rules Aquarius. This is all, Aquarius stuff. This is a perfect time to utilize the internet, okay, for money, business, promotion. So if you have Uranus in 11th house, you're definitely it's gonna be easy for you to get a huge following. You're just naturally gonna attract lots of followers, and it's a great networking energy. So definitely use the internet to your advantage. It's such a huge thing that we use now. And the fact that you guys gain so many followers and connections through the internet is so good for you to make your businesses, to promote your work, to do your jobs. I mean, this is a great placement for it. Also, with Uranus in 11th house, you have very unique friends, okay? Your friends are very different, very unique, and even intellectual. Uranus is a very intellectual planet, deals with that genius mind. So a lot of your friends are not just your friends, but they're your friends with lots of unique ideas, okay? And with Uranus in the 11th house dealing with groups and your intellect, you can connect with a lot of your friends based off of interests that you might have. Maybe there's certain sciences that you're into and your friends are into that. Or maybe there's some studies that you guys are both into, and maybe you guys are both part of a club and a group. whatever it is. Your friends are going to be very intellectual, very unique, and there's almost like a movement, so you guys basically are together because you guys are all a part of this one interest. Maybe you guys all study a certain science, or a science study, and you guys are part of a club and you guys are all together for that purpose. Basically what I'm saying is, with Uranus 11th house, your friends are going to have they're not just going to be friends, but they're going to be friends who have a certain movement, have a certain purpose. You guys are interested in a certain thing, a certain unique topic that you guys all study. There's a certain movement, and like I said, your friends are very unique and smart and intellectual. Okay, so these are friends with purpose. These are friends that you can study things together and really share a unique, similar interest. All right, so Uranus in 11th house is definitely meant for that. Okay, your friends are going to be very unique, very intellectual, very different. So with Uranus in the 11th house, this makes for a very social person, party person. You can like parties, you can like large gatherings, you can like being around, events that deal with lots of people and just people coming together in large groups. These types of events and ceremonies are really fun and entertaining and mentally stimulating for you. Uranus 11th house people, you're going to like friendships, you're going to like social events, you're going to like connecting with new people. I mean, this is a great, like I said, great placement for networking, but definitely a type of party person. This can manifest a party person, someone who just loves, social events and being around people. So it's a very fun placement as well too. Okay, what makes it even better is that there is a certain cause, so like maybe you guys come together, to do a charity, or maybe you guys come together to create a group or spread awareness, or maybe you guys are having some type of social movement where you're marching in the streets or whatever. They're gonna like, big groups and stuff like that, but also with some type of movement. Like I said, Uranus is this intellectual genius mind. Also with Uranus in 11th house, you're gonna have your own quirks. Okay, a lot of Uranus in 11th house people can be really into lots of different alternative subjects. Okay, so not just your typical like math and reading and writing, like your typical subjects you have in school. But with Uranus in 11th house, you are a study, you're very intellectual, but you're going to be interested in very unique topics. Okay, lots of alternative subjects, different sciences, different psychologies, different philosophies, different things like metaphysics. You're going to be into very unique alternative subjects. Maybe you're into like robots and how people create them. This is, a very mental stimulated placement that loves, learning things and retaining and gaining new information. And a lot of times these information are very unique, very different. Okay, deals with like sciences, deals with like weird, unique topics that people don't normally think of. But you're going to be that type of person who's into like these different alternative subjects, and you're going to know a lot of them. Okay, this is a very smart, intellectual person who likes to study. Maybe you're into astrology, maybe you're into astronomy, maybe you're into metaphysics, maybe you're into biology or certain unique sciences. Okay, also with Uranus in the 11th house, okay, these people have a very futuristic mindset. Okay, they're into what's new, what's next. Okay, because that is all part of being innovative. Okay, it's being unique and different. You want to create something new. So a lot of times with these people, they're connected to the future. They're connected to what is something new that we can create, that we can make. They could be connected to new trends. They could be trendsetters, people who just have their mindset in the future because they're interested in making new ideas and not sticking to tradition. With Uranus 11th house, these are not your traditional people. They want things to be different, they want things to be new, and this is how we invent. If we're constantly doing things the same way, we're not going to create anything new. All right, so a lot of things when we talk about the future, when we talk about even technology and all that type of stuff, the reason why the future and technology is all associated with each other, because this is all dealing with this Uranus energy, which is inventions, innovation, okay, using your mind to create new things, new inventions, new ideas. All of this is associated also with the future, because the future is all about advancement, okay? When we think about the future, we think about new technologies, new ideas, new ways of doing things. All of this is associated with Uranus in the 11th house, okay? So Uranus 11th house people have a very futuristic mindset, and they're like trendsetters, okay? They create new ideas, new ways of doing things, new ways of thinking of things, new subjects. They're all about new. And because of that, they are very much futuristic. They push the boundaries of, what is, standard and what is acceptable, and they create new standards, okay? Also, with Uranus in the 11th house, these people are going to be very connected to technologies, okay? Like I said, 11th house rules technology, so does Uranus. So they're going to have a strong connection with technology, because technology deals with the future, it deals with innovation, it deals with inventions, okay? This is how society is upgrading. What's the new phone? What's the new way of calling people and connecting with people now? What's the new way of driving? How are things advancing? Uranus 11th house people are very connected to that. So it's also going to align with technology. Okay, so they're going to have a strong connection with their phones, their devices, their electronics. Okay, they're going to be connected to that because they're very interested in technology. They love these types of energies. They love dealing with, the future and new inventions and the new advances in life. Like I said, with Uranus in 11th house, you have lots of social media followers, lots of things, lots of energy going on in the internet, okay? Uranus rules the internet, so is the 11th house. So you're big when it comes to that. So these are the people always having a phone, or their phone's always busy, getting so many notifications, and because they're getting mad followers, they're getting lots of comments on the things that they post. So there's a huge connection here with Uranus 11th house and technology. These people can really identify strongly with technology. They're the tech people. They've got a lot of things going on their phones, a lot of social media. That is Uranus in the 11th house, okay? Very strong placement. I mean, you're at home here, okay? So if you have Uranus in the 11th house, you really do represent Uranus energy. You're rebellious, you're unique, you have a genius mind, you got lots of social activity going on. You're an amazing networker, okay? Into technology, okay? Into interesting, unique ideas and subjects. You're innovative. So definitely a great placement. Uranus is at home here. All right, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you did, book a reading with me. I do astrology readings as well as tarot as a bonus. So if you're interested in that, you can email me. We could go forward with that. Also, check out my music videos, my music in general. All of those will be in the description box below with all the links. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.